Okay, so with this drill, he's going to hit in my head. I don't want to meet his weapon necessarily. I want my weapon to be going through his weapon. Does that make sense? So as he swings in, I'm not going to do this. And a lot of people will do that. I mean, that's the way they train. Okay, here's my block. If you've ever fought with the stick before with somebody that's really trying to cave your skull in, you're not going to stop that weapon. He's going to hit you in the head so hard, it's going to hurt your mom. So he hits, and my weapon goes all the way through behind my back. So I'm throwing my weapon back. Now, because of that, I'm set up for my next strike. The problem is he knows what my next strike is going to be. If I'm here, he knows I'm probably not going to do this. He's not really worried about that. He's worried about me coming back at him from here. So he kind of knows what I'm going to throw. So he swings in 1, 2. Again, 1. So he's ready for anything that I might throw. As I swing back at his ribs, he's just going to hammer my stick down and bring it back up and hit me in the head. So this is really kind of a, we call this our 4-corner drill because I'm going to the corners with my techniques. That's 1, 2. He gets to the top of my head, 3. Now, he does the same thing. I swing at him, he defends against it, hits me in the ribs, I hammer, stay over here, and I hit him in the head. Now, swing in. If I hit like this, if I block like this, where's your stick going? Down. Into my fingers. That's going to hurt a lot. Having your fingers hit with the stick is amazingly painful. I've had my fingers just shattered, just broken before because I got hit in the hand with them. So I want to have my weapon like this. So it's actually tilted this direction, kind of like if I'm doing an upper block. If I do an upper block here, that's where I want my stick. Same motion. Same thing. So he swings down at my head, I come here. He blocks, hits to my ribs, I come down, he blocks high, he hits to my head. Okay, try not to chase the stick, because I promise my stick is faster than you can chase it. You kind of know where it's going to go, because there just aren't that many places for it to go. You know, I'm not going to hit him like this. So, well, I might, behind the back or anything. He knows kind of where it's going, so you get ready for that. He swings in. He knows where it's coming. He hammers it down. I know where it's coming. He knows where it's coming. I know. He knows. So we're just doing this 4-corner, straight down. Hit me in the head. I defend, I hit, I defend, I hit, I defend, I hit, I defend, I hit, I defend. Don't block like this, that's a bad thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, one more time. 1, 2. And I can start practicing this like this. He hits in, I just do this. 1. He hits in my head. 1. He hits in my head. Hits in my head. So he just feeds me. You notice my live hand goes from my chest out to his hand. Just in case I miss with my stick, my hand catches it. I don't want to catch it on the head because it will really hurt. I've got a friend who has one of the gatherings, the Dog Brother gatherings. They got hit in the skull, and it cracked his skull open. And he lived, but he hasn't been the same. Something is just off with him. He's not the same guy. So you do not want to get hit in the head. Even though you see a lot of stick fighters, they got the big masks on, a lot of times they'll take that strike to the head because the mask protects their head. And so they just they'll lead with their head sometimes because they know it's just not going to hurt. Those fencing masks take almost all the energy out of the stick. So you don't want to take a shot to the head because it's a bad thing. Or to the hand. So here, one more time. He swings in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I do it. Don't pull it over to that side. Get it ready over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3, 1. Up. Don't bring it over. If we're going fast with this, it's going to make it very difficult to bring it over and turn it around and do stuff with it because you just don't have the time. We're doing it slow now, but so it's coming in quick, and you just don't have time to figure it out and try to maneuver it. One more time slow. 1, under my arm, and then I shoot to his ribs. He hammers down, brings the stick out, goes to my head. I do this is called a high wing. My high wing. I go to his head. He sweeps across. It's to my ribs. I hammer down, and then I go to his head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got that? Let's try next with this same drill. Next with the same drill is instead of going to his ribs, I'm going to go to his head. So he's going to swing at my head, same as before. Swing it. I'm going to come to here. His weapon, because it's over here at this point and not over here under his arm, we're not doing this. Swinging at my head again and going to your arm. We're not doing this. We're not going to end up in the same place. He's swinging at my head. I'm stopping his. And for now, his hand is going to stay out. Now this is just a flow drill. If we're sparring, if we're stick fighting, I'm not going to leave my hand out there. If I miss it, boom, it's right back in at my chest. But for the flow, learning the flow to do this, as he swings in, he's going to leave his hand here. If I come to his ribs, he hammers it down. Okay? If I go to his head, I'm going to come right up the back of my own arm. And he just does this. Then he hits me on the head. And I do the same thing. He sweeps across. He comes down. So don't bring it over here to come up. Again. Boom. That's it. Good. Same drill. 1, back of my arm, 2, straight down. Hit, up, down. So it's the same drill. Hit, defend, 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 hit. Same drill, but instead of going to his ribs, I'm going up the back of my arm to his head. Because his hand is here, if he goes to my ribs, hit me in the ribs, it's ready. If he goes to my head, it's ready. Because it's out here in this position, instead of down or instead of up, it's out here ready. I can go either direction. Make sense? Sure. Now, again, I don't want to hold my arm out if I'm fighting. Instead of out here, my arm would be in this position. It would be tucked into my body, protected. All right? But still, if he came at my head, I'm still up. If he comes at my ribs, I'm ready for it in this position. Again, for the drill, to get this down and to learn the flow, I kind of leave my hand here. He goes to my ribs and I come down. Or I come in, he blocks it, and he goes to my head. And as he hits, he leaves his stick out. So we make it easy. So one more time. 1, 2, and he comes straight to my head. I go at an angle to his head, he blocks it, he comes at an angle to my head, I block it, and then I come straight down. And he can change it. He can go to my body if he wants to. Not yet. Yes, sir. And this one. He can go wherever he wants. Down, and I just have to pick it up. Now, when I hit to the body, don't do this. Because your stick from here is now out of play, 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 back in play. When I do this, it takes out of play for a little bit. Make sense? Especially if I've got to block with it next, if I've got to defend with it next. So if he swings in, I'm not going to do this because he's already hit me. I want to be ready to go right there. Boom. See, once you pull it across your body, now it's out of play. And I'm hit, because I just blocked, I'm hitting next. He's got to be ready. He just blocked, or I just blocked, I know he's hitting next. So we're getting ready. Got that? So the first one is defend under my arm to the ribs. They hammer down, go to my head. I defend up, and then I go to the head, hammer down to the head. The second one is I defend high, go down the back of my arm, defend the head, hit the head, defend with, instead of an inside wing block, an outside wing block.